Well, welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today we're going to be talking about UWMC, United Wholesale Mortgage. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help this channel grow. Subscribe and leave notifications on. If you'd like to watch my previous video, it was regarding the earnings part. You can do so. I also covered in previous videos the presentations and everything you needed to know. This one is an update and how we move forward from here. I divided this video into due diligence and technical analysis. Let's jump right into it. So United Wholesale Mortgage, this one here is, between this and Rocket, this one definitely is one of my favorites. It's, if you have ever heard of Rocket Mortgages and not UWMC, this one here is their arch nemesis. So they work in mortgages. Basically, they put themselves as a technology company that is able to deliver loans way faster than even banks at a better rates. And so, for instance, here we want to look into their last quarter. That was something very substantial, at least even for me. We're going to go a bit to the financials here. So before going to the last quarter, let's try to build something here quick. So first, the market cap here is $14.5 billion. The statistics on this one, the price over sales is 4. That's not even based on the latest one. The price over sales decreases, which is a good thing when you look into the latest one. Now, quarterly speaking here, oh, there we go. In September, we did total assets they did have was somewhere around 473. Well, that's not something we need to worry about for the time being because they did have a good amount of returns there. We don't have enough information there on Yahoo because this is the previous SPAC. So we need to look a little bit into their just financials that they've reported. So fourth quarter full year 2020 financial highlights. Originated $54.7 billion in loan volume, a 71% increase from fourth quarter 2019, $31.9 billion loan volume, bringing UWM full year 2020 production to $182.5 billion, which is 69% higher than UWM's prior record production for 2019 and off $107.8 billion. Total gain margin 305 BPS in fourth quarter 2020, not 2022, compared to 110 BPS in fourth quarter 2019. Reported fourth quarter net income of $1.37 billion. That's comparison to $148.9 million same time last year. Increased around 10 times. Increased UWM equity to $2.37 billion in December 31st, 2020, as of $661 million in December 31st, 2019. Closed privateer note offering $800 million in fourth quarter 2020 with non-funding debt to equity ratio of 0.49, which is amazing. Increased the unpaid principal balance of mortgage servicing rights from $72.6 billion to $188.3 billion year over year. Now, total revenue here, we're looking to see that they're $1.2 billion compared to $133 million. In terms of their total assets, they've doubled that year over year. So that is amazing when I'm looking at it. We're going to look a little bit into their financial 10Qs in a second. Now, the thing that I'm interested in is the technology update. But let's go quickly towards the operational highlights. So UWM maintained an average application to clear to close time that is estimated to be well below the average of the industry of 52 days, 10 days higher than the 9 months average of 40 days as of September 2020. For the month of December, UWM days close was approximately 16 days, while management estimate the industry average grew to approximately 54 days. Our commitment to high credit quality is evident by the weighted off the average FICO of 760 for loans closed in the fourth quarter 2020 and 757 for the full year. UWM successfully Conquest program launch grew even further than the fourth quarter with additional FHA products joining previously released Conquest programs conventional VA products. Increased the number of their team from 4,907 to 7,475. That's a massive growth year over year. Enhanced the Fanatic campus by completing a walking bridge to approximately 600,000 square foot North Campus to a recently more added South Campus, which is located in a 900,000 square feet building owned by UWM affiliates. Commence plans to restart jumbo offering, which are expected to go live in March 2021, and will also materially increase the purchase volume during the remainder of 2021. Technology updates. This is something excitement for me. So, launched UWM In Touch, a mobile app that provides the ability of independent mortgage brokers to navigate everything from underwriting until the loan is cleared to a close from anywhere to have in their phone, including documents, uploads, e-sign compatibilities or capabilities, push notifications, and more. Launched Blink Plus in an enhancement to the online mortgage application launched in 2016, which includes the ability to automatically pull credit, e-sign documents, co-browse screens with borrowers, Blink Plus a point of sales, loan organization systems, etc. So that's an amazing thing I'm looking for. First quarter 2021 outlook. The closed loan volume between $52 billion and $57 billion, which would represent an increase of 22.6% and 34.4% as compared to $42.4 billion in the first quarter of 2020. That's amazing. Total gain margin of 200 to 230 BPS, which is amazing, which would be an increase of 110 to 142% compared to 95 BPS in the first quarter of 2020. So you get to see that that's actually pretty good stuff we're looking at. When we're looking into their net income here, their net income estimated would be around 1.3 billion, which is pretty good for me. When you're looking into that, you're seeing that their comparable net income is positive. It's a solid company generally. They have a net income of $1 billion compared to $108 million. Already a massive $108 million. Yeah, that's a massive increase there. And I'm really excited about 2021 for this one. So their website is here. They do have two events, HW Spring Summit on 4th March of 2021 and the AFMP Gold Coast at 11 March 2021. I do apologize. I did have a couple of tongue twisters. It's been a hard day for me here. So for this one here, this article I found very interesting. Inside United Wholesale Mortgages plans to topple Rocket. Matt HBF firm has a plan to capture 50% of the wholesale market when the refs and their competitors fade. Now, quickly here, they went public in the SPAC. Yeah, we already know that. And on Thursday morning, Ishbia and his character Fast Talking Bravado bragged about the wholesaler's position as the biggest purchase lender in the market, cautioned that they have prioritized the long game over the short-term profits. These new technology offerings to come in 2021 outline scenarios in which UWM dominates when the interest rates goes higher, and then laughed about how other lenders take 54 days to close a loan when he can close it in 18. Remember, the average was actually 16. And repeatedly told investors that his company's strategy was far superior to that of the ARC rival Rocket Mortgage. And also about the technologies for the game changers ones here. He was talking about the UWM In Touch technology. I did cover the two pieces of technology we just went over, but basically it's supposed to be a game-changing one. So now moving on towards institutional buyers and insider buyers. Institutional buyers, Gore sponsor, picked up 19.90% on the 12. SFS holding has 93.6, as we already know. But generally speaking, you get to see that SFS has the majority. Gore sponsored grabbed 20% recently. Institutional buyers, the remaining, you seem to be out of the loop there. Now, the next thing here is insider buyers. You don't see much action going on for insider buyers, so we'll skip through that. But make sure to actually drop a like to this video to help the channel grow. Subscribe and leave notifications on. It helps me a bunch. You don't even know. Now, on a 2-hour perspective, we can't do the 1 week and the 1 day because it's a recent SPAC and the charts got messed up. But this one is highly oversold. We get to see that we're hitting in the 881 here from where we were, I think around 13 or 14 at some point just after the merger. Of course, there's been a massive drop from this one. ADX doesn't show anything other than the potential of a trend forming is possible. William %R shows this one is somewhere around neutral. MACD is a little bit neutral, and momentum is looking really, well, not bad, but it looks like it's barely having anything sub-zero. Now, 50 SMA is above the price point, which is bearish. 30 EMA is above the 10 SMA, and that's bearish. You got this bearish trading action zone where negative reversals are likely. You get to see it played here twice. So I understand that. Let's try to see if 1 hour intervals are better. They're not. Things are just looking a little bit more crushed and it's a bit more sloppy. Now, stochastic fast, stochastic low won't show us anything because it's not populated yet, and the moving average is similar to that. But we get to see volume has been steady even though it's in the wrong direction. So Fibonacci retracement shows a significant resistance at 965, followed by that 1012, 1059, 11, 1160, and 1236. Now, if I was to go ahead and draw price line actions, I would say significant support sits at the 898, significant resistance actually sits at 906, followed to that is 925, followed that 952, followed that we're saying 989, 1015, looking at 1064, looking then at 1123, 1171, followed by 1206. Now, what happened here was great news, one of the best quarters for the company. Buy the rumors, sell the news, everyone just start accumulating profits and selling, and then just topple the price point low. Now, what do I think about this one? I am still bullish on UWMC, even though we've seen a really, really massive hit on this one, and really, it kind of hurts me too, but I definitely do want to add as soon as it hits again. If it does hit $8, at $9 I'm considering adding, but $8 sounds like a really safe level to throw another position here for me. Now I'm gonna start leveling down after 8, probably around, the next entry, if it does drop, would be around 6, 4, 2. Now that is kind of how I trade. I average down per $2, and this level of things are just close to $10, but I really don't think it's gonna drop that much lower. The mortgage, as they did say, as soon as the interest increase there, you might see that banks will start struggling, and a lot of business will go to UWMC, especially with their technology tools. Now, the other thing here is you're also betting on the housing market, which is something I don't really like doing because it is in this continuous bubble, as we get to see. But on the other hand, we've been in this kind of quote-unquote bubble. Remember, it's a bubble until it pops. We've been in this continuous bubble for now over a decade, and everyone is saying, well, back in 2012, oh yeah, the bubble will pop, but it never did. So it just might be the cost of inflation generally. So what do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. You have a wonderful day.